Murray Mexted urges Scott Robertson to restore All Blacks credibility after 2 years of experimentation. Former All Blacks loose forward Murray Mexted believes head coach Scott Robertson and his staff have spent the past 2 years buggering around with excessive experimentation and says the time has come to restore the side's credibility on the international stage. Speaking on the DSPN podcast with Martin Devlin, the 72-year-old acknowledged that the modern test arena is more competitive than ever, but argued that New Zealand's recent inconsistency has damaged the All Blacks' once-feared reputation. "I think we've spent 2 years buggering around, and maybe we've needed that," Mexted said. "I'm talking about the coaches and selectors of this All Blacks team. It's been 2 years of experimentation, and that's tarnished our image in many respects because it's been very inconsistent." While Mexted accepted that today's game is characterized by higher scoring and more unpredictable results, he insisted that fundamental standards must still underpin a successful test side. "There are unexpected losses and fickle performances now, but there are still some fundamentals that need to be adhered to if you're going to be a successful team," he added. For more than a century, the All Blacks maintain an extraordinary win rate of over 80%, but that benchmark has slipped in recent seasons. In Robertson's first year in charge, New Zealand won 10 of their 14 tests, 71%, before improving marginally in 2025, winning 10 of 13 matches for a 77% success rate. Mexted believes part of the problem has been the lack of international coaching experience within Robertson's initial setup. However, he is optimistic that recent changes could usher in a more stable and successful era. But Razor took over with a whole bunch of coaches and selectors, many of whom didn't have experience at that level, Mexted said. "Over the last 2 years, there's been a bit of tossing and turning, and now it's almost settled into the threesome that Razor had before becoming All Blacks coach." The departures of Leon MacDonald and Jason Holland have left Robertson working alongside assistants Jason Ryan and Scott Hansen, a combination that enjoyed significant success during their time at the Crusaders. "Maybe we'll have more stability from now on." "I certainly hope so," Mexted continued. "My number one wish for this team over the next couple of years is to restore the credibility and winning mantra of the All Blacks. To do that, you got to perform consistently, whether it's home or away." New Zealand began their 2025 campaign against France in Christchurch as part of the newly introduced Nations Championship, before facing Italy and Ireland. That will be followed by the rugby's greatest rivalry tour, which includes matches against the Stormers, Sharks, and Bulls, ahead of a 3-test series against the Springboks at Ellis Park, Cape Town, and the FNB Stadium. The tour concludes with a fixture against the Lions. Robertson's side will then contest back-to-back Bledisloe Cup tests against Australia before completing the Nations Championship with away matches against Scotland, Wales, and England.